Alright, now we're into the finals. Here we go. Gonna go ahead with our trusty Lock Giants, back to our core build. Thought about mixing up and just playing aggro game one, but I don't know. I feel like Handlocks is a better deck against the field than the aggro deck. Warrior. Alright, well, I like my Handlock matchup a lot against Warrior. Go ahead and just gonna keep Mountain Giant, gonna discard the other two. Hopefully he's not aggro Warriors. If so, the Hellfire is actually pretty... Maybe I keep the Hellfire as a hedge in case he's aggro. Well, even against aggro Warrior, Hellfire doesn't even do that much. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ship it. Well, Ragnaros is not what we wanted to draw there, I'll be honest. The problem with Hellfire against aggro Warrior when you're on the draw is by the time you can cast it, you've already taken a bunch of damage. You'd much rather just have, you know, a guy you can play putting on the board. Yeah, okay. Uh, 1-4. Please be a 1-4. Please be a 1-4. Don't be a... That one's fine. Alright. Why'd you have to go fishing, Nat? Come on, man. It's unfortunate we have to owl this thing here. We can't just let him draw half a card every turn until we get to play our giant. So again, if we were on the draw, this would be going so much better for us. Let's see what we're up. I mean, probably just going to armor up here. Hopefully it doesn't have an armor smith. That would be unfortunate for us. He might just have the 2/2 that pings this thing. I don't really care if our owl dies. Definitely the worst card for us here is armor smith. He has 2 cards he's debating. Okay, fireworks, that's fine. Again, don't really care if this thing dies. Time to think. Alright, so every turn, Mountain Giant can go down by 2 mana, so it'll be 7. Next turn will be 5. The next turn it'll go down to 4, so we can cast it on turn 5. I think I'd rather just play this Harvest Golem. I mean, he's playing Harvest Golem into his Firewar Axe isn't even that exciting. Alright. Ooh, hello, Nat. Alright, what's it gonna be? Alright, there's the Armor Smith. Yeah, obviously it just says go. Well. So next turn we can play Mountain Giant no matter what, even if we play this Pagel. If we play Pagel though, we can just double hit it. So I think I'm just going to say go here. Our hand's pretty bad for this matchup. Again, these Armor Giants are very annoying, or Armor Smiths rather are annoying. We have all these 3/3s that do nothing. Okay. Alright, well I guess we just draw a card and then play our giant. I hope he doesn't have an execute in his hand. I expect this guy to get executed though. He'll still at least get to trade with something. Unfortunately, we don't really even have a good follow-up though. Our hand is so bad. We're just gonna slam. If he has slam and execute, that's pretty bad for us here. Wish we had any action. Our hand almost can't beat this stupid Shield Master. Well, we're gonna get a lot better after sideboard, that's for darn sure. Our deck's actually look a lot like it looks against Druid, although against Warrior, the 2/2 guy who flips Power Toughness is awesome. Ooh, interesting. Wild Pyromancer. What a weird card. This is actually going well for us. Right, that was a good turn for us. That was a very good turn for us. Now we can just do like this. heal it. And then play, I want to play Harvest Golem here, I think. Alright, so now we have a board. And here you can do something like Whirlwind, armor up and shield slam my Mountain Giant. The Giant's almost certainly not surviving this turn, but he'll have to do some work to kill it at least. And the rest of the board here is pretty much a parity for the moment. Yeah, so here comes the hit, and then the Whirlwind. And he's going to gain just 1,000,000 armor from this thing too going off. And now the shield slam, presumably. Yeah, okay. Oh, execute, sure. That's fine. Hopefully we can trade here instead of... Okay, good. It looks like he does not have a big follow-up, which is awesome for us. He's down to 4 cards in hand. I'm for sure going to just trade. Oh, actually, maybe not for sure. Maybe I'm going to Defender of Argus here. Next turn, we're going to play Ragnaros. I'd love to have a board when I do. I think you just heal this guy and hit this. It's not unreasonable. He's going to have 7 mana next turn, so he's not really threatening anything too scary. Warrior at 7 isn't that dangerous. How many cards do we have in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've definitely accidentally drawn and immediately incinerated a card because I didn't notice I had 10 cards. I don't want to do that here. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to heal. Yeah, I want to save it to heal me, though. Healing me is pretty useful. I guess I have 2 different guys that give armor. Ah, screw it. I'm going to do this. And now, I don't even really want to play Pagel because... Oh, no, it takes out 8 cards, yeah, so I'm just going to play Pagel. Okay. Alright, our Pagel fishes too. I was worried about playing Pagel because I wasn't sure if we fished and then drew, that got us to... If fishing put us to 9, then that would obviously be... Wait, did it put me... I can't count? Oh, no, yeah. All over the place. If fishing was going to put us to 10, we'd incinerate our draw step, and I didn't want to do that, expose Pagel for no reason. But it turns out, even though I can't count or speak, I was able to piece something together there. So he's sitting pretty on 10 armor. His shield slams are super duper live, but we're going to start whittling away at his life total now. We have the Siphon Soul for his first big threat. We haven't seen anything that great out of him yet. Again, Warrior, though, doesn't really do anything until 9 or 9 mana. Like, they play Grommash and they play... they play Grommash and, like, Ragnaros, basically. I think are the 2 big ones. So we'll see. What's it gonna be? It can get a little tricky. They do have quite a few endgame threats. So if they play, you know, multiple of them. So Gorehowl is not great against us. It's still annoying. It gets to pick away at our things, but not a huge deal. And now for our turn, we're going to get to kill his Pagel, and then we're going to aid him with our Ragnaros, which is great for us. Now we're in a spot where we have 9 cards in hand, so we actually are threatening to, if we Pagel, to we'll have to incinerate a card. And because we don't like our hand very much, we really don't want to incinerate the top card of our deck. So I think I'm actually just going to Soulfire him here. Seems weird, but I think it's right. Only card we don't want to discard is Siphon Soul. Yeah. Oh, well, Pagel didn't fish anyway, so it didn't end up mattering, but I didn't want to risk incinerating one of our good cards in that spot. Alright, so he might have like double shield block. Okay, so he's gonna armor up and then shield slam my guy. Unfortunate, but fine. And he's gonna kill Pagel probably with his attack. So it's one shield slam down. One whirlwind down. One slam that's down. And also one execute. So we've seen one each of like a lot of his good cards. And then he killed our Pagel. We have 8 cards in hand. I'm going to draw a card. I do want to be careful not to accidentally die to Grommash plus the pump guy. But that's not going to happen. So I'm going to probably play Watcher, Owlet, and then Defender. I think is what I want to do here. And that takes 8 mana. So maybe I just do that and don't draw a card, actually. That plays pretty bad against Brawl, but it's good against everything else.
So many possibilities.
I think I can't afford to play around Brawl on this turn. Maybe I can. Maybe I'm being silly.
So many possibilities.
No, I'm gonna choose to not play around Brawl here. Hopefully we don't get brawled. We're very resilient to Alex Straza here. If he plays just Sarah, it just draws him 1 card and we Siphon Soul it, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, there's not much I'm scared of on this turn beyond Brawl. I think our hand's actually pretty good against everything else. Bloodhoof's a little bit annoying just because we used our Silence to turn on our 4/5, but we need to start putting pressure on his life total. Otherwise, the Gorehowl just gets to keep picking away at our guys. The best way to combat this card is to keep just hitting him. Now we have the decision, do we want to sideboard in some number of Acidic Slimes and or Harrison Fords? I think we want to bring in at least one of those against him. We have a decent number of like bad cards that we get to cut. All these are going to come out for sure. The Hellfires are going to come out for sure. I think we're going to actually bring in 2 Shadow Bolts because they're great against the Frothing Berserkers and against the Armor Smiths. Pretty sure he doesn't have Brawl. If he had Brawl, I think he would just play it at this point. And he's deep in the tank. Yep. So we're going to Soulfire this thing almost certainly. Interesting. Okay, and a Shield Slam? Okay. I like the way he played that turn. I think that was a good turn for him. It's also unfortunate because we can't just Thalnos and Hellfire because our board's good. We don't want to just throw our board away. So I think I'm going to start by drawing a card. Interesting. I can just like hit this thing, Soulfire this thing. Huh. Again, I don't really care much in my hand. I don't want to lose the Sunfury Protector. I really don't. Grommash is what? Grommash is a 4/9, becomes a 10, becomes a 12 if they give it the +2 attack thing. So it hits for 12. Okay, so I don't want to take 2 more damage in this turn. Now that I drew Tink, maybe I do just use the Siphon Soul on one of these and just hit him for 6. I really wish I could justify just playing Thalnos and Hellfire here, but I think that's bad. Maybe it's not. And I followed up with the second main phase Ancient Watcher. Maybe that's just better. He ends up taking 6, 10. He goes to 13. I take a bunch of damage too. And that, oh no, yeah, it leaves me dead to... I can't do that. It leaves me dead to Grommash plus Pump. Okay, so if I can't do that, that means I need to Soulfire one of these. I need to kill them both. I might as well just attack with this thing then. And save the Siphon Soul for his follow-up next turn. Yeah, this is red. Alright, don't mind losing Blood Mage there at all. I'm going to hit him. Play this. I'm going to armor up just that. I'm going to armor up both of these, I think, here. And pass the turn back. Okay. So we haven't drawn any of our big stuff. We really could use, we actually drew our one Ragnaros, but he killed it. So we need to draw some giants pretty badly. Those would all be great draws in this spot. This is a really close game. It could definitely go either way. Alright, there's the second Berserker. And the first Acolyte. Okay. And the second Armor Smith. So hopefully he doesn't have Whirlwind right here. Good. Okay, no Whirlwind. Alright, so this isn't too bad for us. I actually now wish that we still had that Thalnos, because now I actually would Hellfire. But we don't have that option. We have to draw a card here, which means I'm a little scared of dying, but we just have no action. I don't know if that was a good spell to draw. I think we have... Oh, no, wait, I can't do both of those. I was going to say, I think we have the Siphon Soul now, but all of our cards are so bad here. If we Siphon Soul, then we can't kill off. Maybe we just Siphon Soul this and just hit him with both of these. Although then he just Gore Howls this guy and trades off both of these. I hate letting him draw cards with Acolyte of Pain. It's one of my least favorite things to do in the world. But we just end up so far behind if we take another line here. We have Tink in our hand. I think this is right. And now I think I want to just hit him with both of these. He'll Gore Howl. Oh, Gore Howl's only for 3 now. Oh, sick. He can't actually kill this thing. Okay. I'm actually going to play the Taunter. No, I'm going to leave the Taunter in my hand and just say go. The other option would be playing Taunter over here so it doesn't actually taunt up anything. But I just want to have another 2-3 in play, but I don't think I need a 2-3 in play here. Alright, shield block number 2. We haven't seen any Cruel Taskmasters yet, which obviously pick off our Ancient Watcher at some point. I'm sure we'll see that. Even something like Baron Geddon's kind of annoying on this board because it's going to trigger both of these. Baron Geddon's actually kind of sick in the spot. Targeting his guy. Inner Raging, interesting. Not what I expected to happen, but I think that's actually a reasonable play. Now he's gonna gore hell this and then trade with my 4-1 with his 1-4. And falls up with that guy. Okay. Well, we're gonna need to draw something. We could really use a Molten Giant right here. Molten Giant would be sweet. Alright, well, I'll take a Mountain Giant. I think we're going to play Mountain Giant and just taunt it and say go. The other line is like hit this, Hellfire it away. That leaves us just dead to Grommash plus any kind of pump, and I don't want to do that.
So many possibilities.
Shields up.
So we'll just going to present one threat. Hopefully he doesn't have the second execute here. Pretty sure he's only used one. Alright, there's the Ysera, so we're going to have to tink that. That was a great draw. So I'm just pulling up a list of the dream cards to make sure I don't forget them. So we're going to Black Knight this thing, we're going to tink this thing. So let's start by tinking, because we're doing that no matter what. I'd love to give him a 1-1 here. Thank you. Okay. And we're going to hit him for a bunch. And I'm going to hit the 1-1 so he can't put a damage on my Mountain Giant. Alright, so we're killing him next turn unless he has something here. If he drew, he drew Ysera Awakens, which is the 5 to everything. I think we're okay with that. He needs to have that plus something else to get through this Mountain Giant. He drew the creatures, we kill him. He drew Dream, he bounces our Mountain Giant, which is annoying. We'll still have to have something else because we still have Defender Vargas going. I think he has 6 cards up in his deck, so we've seen basically everything. I really like our chances this game. Oh, the waiting. So we have 6, 10. We have 10, 13 if he deals. If he just deals the Mountain Giant, we're killing him. Okay, so he has Awakens. Okay, so Awakens was actually. So we got very unlucky on the Dream card. It was the one of the 5 that actually did something. Got like really unlucky. And then we drew nothing. So I guess we're going to lose this game. That is really unfortunate. Playing this does nothing, so we say go. Our last 5 cards are 3 giants. Oh, why can't we draw a giant there? Oh, how unfortunate. We were a huge favorite. That actually doesn't matter. We have our Siphon Soul. Ooh, and we have our 0-mana giant. And we're lagging. Okay, so we're player 0-mana giant. We're going to Siphon Soul this guy. Give our giant defender. And pass the turn back. Alright. And now we are back to being favorites. Our last cards are 2 Giants Jiraxis, which I forgot about, and then 1 Unknown, which I need to... Probably should figure out what my last card is. What is my last card? Pull up a picture of my main deck so I can actually figure this out. Oh yeah, 1 more Mortal Coil, obviously. Okay. So we can't kill him this turn. Oh, we drew Jiraxis. That's a nice draw. Oh, can we kill him now? He's at, no, Jiraxis is 12. We can only do 14. Alright, so we're going to trade this thing off. Pass the turn back, and I don't think he has outs here. Hope not. If he's playing Black Knight, he might have outs. You can Black Knight this thing. We're actually like 1 point of killing him, off of killing him with this. What if I shouldn't have killed this guy there and hit him for 2? Yeah, maybe hitting for 2 there was right. Okay. Whew. Right, game 1 in the books. Be back. Alright, back here with game 2 after some technical difficulties. Couldn't show the sideboarding because it took me like 30 minutes to record the video from game 1. Looking at this hand, I'm going to go ahead and mulligan these 2, keep these 2. I think these are great cards in the matchup. Hopefully he didn't board into like a aggressive warrior, because I think we're not that well prepared for aggro. Oh god, well certainly not with those 2 draws. So if he boarded into like very aggressive like leopard gnomes, we're going to definitely just get killed here. I think there's a decent chance he did. You know, he's in the he made it to the finals. He clearly is capable of mixing things up, and I think the control warrior on control lock matchup is really bad for him. All right, well we faded it at least so far. So the changes we made, we boarded out a lot of our cheaper creatures and our life gain stuff, boarded out all of our sweepers, and brought in more late game and actually more middle game too. Brought in Shilwyn Yetis and brought in, which is here, Twilight Drakes, both of which I think present interesting challenges for him. They have large toughness and enough power to put pressure on him. The warrior deck typically is all built around 4 toughness creatures, like Frothing Berserkers, and these are great against that kind of stuff. Here, so if we draw a card, we will just incinerate our next draw step. We could just coin out a Twilight Drake here. I kind of like just coining out Twilight Drake versus playing an 8/8 next turn. That would involve us playing Twilight Drake this turn. Next turn, that goes down to 5. Next turn we play Chillwind Yeti. The turn after that we play a turn 6 Mountain Giant. I think that's actually better than just moving in on all in on this giant next turn against a deck that has, you know, multiple executes, where it doesn't even do a whole lot for us to necessarily stick an 8/8. The reason why I brought in Twilight Drake is that Warrior has no natural silences in the deck. So whereas Druid can just kind of take out the toughness here, Warrior has a much harder time doing that.
What now?
Now we see him thinking. It goes, it hits me for 1. Most likely. Alright, so while Pyromancer's somehow still in his deck, that's strange to me. Endfire War Axe. Hits me, sure, that's fine. I'm just gonna play another Twilight Drake and hit him. One thing you're going to notice, the video might get a little choppy. I'm going to pause aggressively on his turns. I'm going to try to keep the file size down so we don't have another repeat of last game. So it might jump a little bit, but I'll catch all the action. And here we see him shield blocking, which is fine. I mean, our guys have so much toughness. Obviously, Wild Pyromancer is a pretty nice combo with Acolyte of Pain. Maybe I should just killed Acolyte of Pain last turn, actually. That was probably a mistake. They let him just draw too many cards for no reason. Yeah, I don't like the way I played that. I should have killed this. At this point, though, now that it's down to only 1 toughness, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to hit him. Yeah, that was bad. I let him just draw 2 free cards for no reason. It's not the end of the world. I mean, they were cycling cards, right? He had to use a bunch of cards to kill that one Twilight Drake, and now I get to play an 8/8. He probably brought in multiple copies of Big Game Hunter, I would assume, which means he's going to go ahead and pop my 8/8 right here. It's possible I should just cast Chillin' Yeti there to get around the Big Game Hunter. But since I haven't actually seen a Big Game Hunter out of him yet, who knows if he really brought them in. I certainly, maybe the first card I would board 2 in against Lux. That's for darn sure. Well, we see another Acolyte of Pain, and then something targeting it, it looks like, so he's probably going to draw another card here. He's interraging my guy. Huh. Weird. Sure, okay. Okay, he's drawing a bunch of cards off of this stupid Acolyte. Also taking a lot of damage here. And once again, I'm not actually going to kill the Acolyte. I'm just going to hit him and play Karen Bloodhoof here, I think. I just want to kill him, especially with his hand. I mean, I have 2 Siphon Soul to take on anything big that he tries to drop to stabilize. So he has to have his other Execute here, I think, to have a shot at controlling this. Auctioneer's obviously pretty good. Oh, now he's going to draw 2 cards. He's going kind of deep on the cards, but I mean, we're hitting him for a lot of damage here. Our creatures are very large. Unless he has the other Execute, I really, really like our chances here. Come on, no Execute. Awesome, he had armor up instead. That's great for us. He should have obviously attacked before he armored up, since he may have drawn something he wanted to cast there. But so he's at 21. We're hitting for another 12 here. Okay, he's gonna just kill my giant. Killing the giant's reasonable. Probably correct, just flat out. If he doesn't kill the giant, I have a couple interesting options. This thing has to, I mean, I can just play Defender actually if he doesn't kill the giant, and then he's in a lot of trouble. Alright, so he's drawn a million cards, but we are way ahead on board. I definitely want to kill this 4/4, and I think I'm just going to hit him with my, let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8 cards. I want to Soulfire this so we can stay tempo positive. And then the question becomes, do I want to play Sylvanas into his empty board, or do I want to play Chillin' Yeti? He's going to have 8 mana. I think I'm going to keep the Sylvanas behind. I think I'm just going to draw a card and play Chillin' Yeti. Ooh, we drew another Soulfire. So this puts him to what? This puts him to 10. Right, we don't really care about Ysera in this game. We are taking a much more aggressive stance than Ysera supports. And we're representing lethal through a Taunter here, so he's in a lot of trouble. His back's definitely to the wall.
What now?
You can go like double shieldmate here. That's certainly annoying. Against that, I probably actually just Defender of Argus up, kill them both, and leave myself with 3 guys, I think. I really like the sideboard plan, just having a ton of huge 4-power creatures. Alright, well, Shield Block's certainly annoying. Now we're not lethal. And the slam, okay. And the shield mate. Alright, well, we're going to kill the shield mate with a Siphon Soul here, I think. Let's draw a card. Yeah, we'll just Siphon Soul this thing. Hit him. Maybe it was worth considering playing Defender of Argus and just killing it. But the fact that the second Siphon Soul as backup makes me pretty comfortable. And we also have the Sylvanas and the Tink, means I think I can aggressively use one of them. Alright, hopefully this hits us. Okay, good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to Big Game Hunter it now. Right, we know we can kill him here. Is there? He's at 11. We can do 4, 8, 9. Okay, so we can't kill him. So we're going to Big Game Hunter this thing. Although playing Big Game Hunter might tip him off that he should board in his, which I don't really want to do. But I want to play Sylvanas here. Sylvanas, the only thing I'm worried about is he has some kind of line where he can faceless manipulator it and get me. I don't really see how that happens though, so I'm going to go ahead and just play it.
I have no time for games.
Can't imagine he can kill us from 18 here. I think there's no series of plays out of Warrior that kills from 18. And he can brawl here, but if he brawls, unless he has another removal spell to kill this. No, actually, even if he has another removal spell, if he brawls, we end up with this thing or the Bloodhoof Death Rattle guy, plus one of these two. I think he's just dead here. Alright, a Berserker. A Whirlwind. Alright, this is getting huge. He's just doing the dance. He armored up, and he executed my... Alright, so he's just conceding. Okay, so 2-0. Gotta win one more. Alright, so he didn't go back to deck construction in between games, so I'm guessing he's on the same control list. Gonna keep showing Yeti. I think it's a good opening card just in case. Man, we keep drawing the stupid Soulfire, which is good against them. We can't board them out, but we certainly don't want them in our opening hand. Still, his hand's pretty good. That was a bad draw, though. And another not great draw, but we have Pagel. Come on. Who didn't feel like going fishing? Oh man, it just occurred to me, the card I forgot to board in that I thought I wanted to was Crazed Alchemist. Since I just played my Pagel. I haven't seen Pagel out of him, and the game one went super deep late, so maybe just not playing it? I don't know. Here we see two more of our cyber... Come on, Nat, go fishing. Two more sideboard cards and these two Shadow Bolts, which I think are quite good against all of his 4-toughness creatures. Wild Pyromancer. Alright, I'm just going to Shadow Bolt that thing and just try to keep my Pagel safe. Oh, we're 0 for 3 on Pagel now. If this guy had just drawn us, like, you know, 2 cards the game would be over, 1 card would be way ahead. We're still, I think, in pretty good shape, but pretty unfortunate that Nat can't find the fish. So he armored up. He's probably just going to Shield Slam Pagel, is my guess here. He did not. Okay, man, if we'd drawn 1 fish, we would have a Mountain Giant, but instead we have to just play a Chillin' Yeti, which isn't bad. Alright, there we go. Pagel found one. Weird, he's just arming up again. So he's Shield Slamming Chillin' Yeti here. Yeah, okay. Yeti down, which is obviously fine by me. And Pyromancer, sure. Now the question becomes, do we want to go ahead and kill the Pyromancer with our Soulfire? I'm definitely playing Mountain Giant. I'm definitely going to draw a card. Actually, I think I might just play Twilight Drake. Play around Big Game Hunter here. I guess if he plays Big Game Hunter, it's not that bad for me. Still, Twilight Drake's so hard for him to deal with. I think I want to do that. No. Okay, I'm just going to play this, and I'm going to kill the Wild Pyromancer. I don't know if this Soulfire here is correct, but that was the best card we could discard, so... Oh, Peggle 1 for 5 now. So the fact that he can just armor up and play a second Shield Slam, maybe I should have played something else, but I think this was worth it. Whoops. So he just Whirlwinded, and then he executed my 8-8. So 8-8 down, which is fine. I do wish that Nat would cooperate. Alright, well, draw a card. Play a big Twilight Drake. Pass the turn back. I mean, since he's played so few things, I assume he has a lot of big guys in his hand. He's used 1 Shield Slam and 1 Execute, and those are the critical cards against our giant monsters. Alright, Corny on 8. Alright, Ragnaros, I guess. Yep, another Ragnaros appearance. Hopefully he just doesn't kill our 4-8. Ooh, okay. Well, now our Molten Giant's affordable. We're just going to Siphon Soul this bad boy, for sure. The question is, with our other mana, do we draw a card or we just play an Ancient Watcher? I'm just going to play an Ancient Watcher. I actually want to build a board presence now. Alright, Peggle 1 for 6. Man. Oh, no, I think it's 1 for 7 now, right? We played him on turn 2. So turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and turn 8. Yeah, he's 1 for 7. This is not his best showing. Alright, here comes a shield block. And the other shield slam. I don't really mind if he shield slams my Twilight Drake. Clear the path for the Molten Giant. Something's happening to our Twilight Drake. Inner Rage. Oh, execute? Okay. Alright, well he's running out of removal spells for our big guys. Here's an Armor Smith. I'm actually just going to kill the Armor Smith this turn. I'm just going to owl this thing, I think. Oh, actually trying the second one of those. Maybe I just want to play Molten Giant here. Do I want to draw a card first? I might as well. 17 I think is very safe. I guess I could have owled this guy and then Shadow Bolted this. That was not unreasonable. But the fact that you use both executes means I just want to play these. Alright, here comes Ysera. And here's a great example of why we're glad we have a lot of power on the board, is now we can just kill this Ysera pretty easily. We should have a lot of lines here that are reasonable. If I just disenchant the Ysera, or just, I'm sorry, I keep calling it disenchant, just silence the Ysera, hit him. No, that seems kind of silly. What if I think I just silence the Ancient Watcher, kill Ysera, play Ragnaros? That seems kind of hot. Ooh, Peggle decided to draw another card for us. Alright, well he's in a lot of life. We're in Not that much life, but we're going to get a lot of taunt creatures starting next turn to make sure we just don't die to something random. He has 1 dream card, so I think the worst dream card for us would be the deal 5 to everything. Does that kill us plus Grommash? No, it puts us to 2. Alright, so he can't kill us. He can get us to 2. I think, right? Because he plays Grommash for 8. He plays that dream. I think the dream card costs 2 mana, which would leave us at 12, and Grommash is a 10 power creature. But okay, so he drew Emerald Drake instead, so now I'm way less scared. It's funny how this card actually just doesn't do anything against me, which is like normally so absurd. But here we're just going to clear his board. Yeah, he's played out a bunch of stuff. So he's had like a very fair turn. For our turn, I think we just want to just trade off everything we can. Just get the board cleared. So we're going to trade the 4-1 for the 2-4. Then we're going to trade our 2-1 and our Shadow Bolt to eat this thing. Yeah, I like this. We're doing this. We're doing this. Doing this. Oh, I'm stupid. Now I'm going to play this after I've already played a bunch of stuff, because I just realized I want to play it. Not that it really matters. I'm going to do that, and then... Do we just silence this thing? What else are we going to silence out of him? Grommash, we could silence. He's very little left that needs to get silenced, right? Bloodhoof. I guess we won't bother silencing. I think we'll just armor up these two over here. Alright. Oh, playing that guy was bad. Brawls is out, right? So I just played into a Brawl for no reason. That was silly of me. Also, by playing this, it's more like it makes it so this could come out of the Brawl instead of one of my 3 good creatures. Yeah, this was really bad playing this guy. I don't know if he has Brawl still in, but it's very good on this board. And this attack suggests he's going to be brawling me. Or he's trying to draw the Brawl, maybe? I don't know. So he threw it into my Twilight Drake. I'm certain that playing the 2-3 was wrong. That much we know. Even if he brawls, it's like not that big of a deal. Like, our hand is insane. So there's the second shield block and the second shield slam. Okay, so the shield slams are now both gone. The shield blocks are now both gone. Ooh, a Black Knight. Okay, that's a good card. I mean, kind of irrelevant here, given how good our board is. I think I'm just going to play Cairn Bloodhoof. I'm going to give 2 things Defender. I'm going to hit him for 2. Or for 3, I guess, actually. And hopefully we kill this thing. Oh, we fished again. Alright, well, we went to the face. That's fine. 17 is a very healthy life total. Pagel's finally going to die, it looks like. Oh, he served us well. Oh, here's Grommash. Sure. Alright, so now we need to make sure this Grommash dies. It's like the only way we can possibly lose this game is with Grommash. So then I'm just going to hit it with this. I'm just going to Soulfire it. I'm going to play Sylvanas and Showan Yeti, I guess, and just clear his board. I don't know why I keep... Maybe I should just Soulfire first. I should play Sylvanas. I think I play Sylvanas, for sure.
I have no time for games.
I don't really want to lose the Brawl, but like playing around Brawl is kind of obnoxious. There's no reason not to play around Brawl. Let's just do this. Do this. Oh, we have lots of Draxes, which is too bad. Hit him. And just say go here, I think. Now this Grommash is gone, we can just draw a card safely. And say go. Now, if we brawl and his guy comes out, we get to steal it with Sylvanas, and we get another thing. Oh yeah, he's just dead. Because we have we just silence our Ragnar's and kill him.
Let none survive.
There we go. All right, we are the champions. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back with a little commentary after this.